Hi everyone, my name is Vishwa, your host, and welcome to Facts No Printer, a show where we explore fun facts about the world and beyond. This season, we are diving into ravines and other natural spaces of the city to get a little bit more greenery into our lives, well, more so orange and red due to the fall. Today, I'll be giving you all a brief overview of one of the most underrated and unknown green spaces in the city, the Humber Arboretum, located in northwesternmost corner of Toronto. This episode will consist on both in-studio facts and an on-site exploration later on, so stay tuned for that. First and foremost, what even is an arboretum? It's essentially a botanical garden but specializes in trees and shrubs and essentially plants with wood. Often, scientific research occurs in arboretums, the Humber not being an exception. The Humber Arboretum specifically consists of almost 250 acres of public gardens in the Humber River watershed. It's associated with the Humber College North Campus and has partnership with the City of Toronto and Region Conservation Authority. How did this arboretum even came to exist? What is the story behind it? The idea for it started in 1972, where students studying horticulture from Humber took a key interest to the undeveloped wild land beside the campus to practice their skills as they learned in the classroom. After development, it opened in the fall of 1977, a little less than 50 years of its existence. Since the Arboretum is an active environment and consists of many ecosystems, most notably wetlands. Some of them are seasonal wetlands that existed before the land was revitalized. Some of them are constructed, and some of them are restored. These are important because it increases biodiversity as it gives homes for organisms, filtered waste, improves the quality of water, reduces heat, and even reduces flooding, as it reduces the impact of rainfall on surrounding areas. Humber Arboretum also has various gardens. Notably, about 20,000 flowering annuals are planted every year. And examples of some perennials include daisy, peony, and daylily. There are collections of bulbs such as tulips and spring flowering trees like dogwood, lilac, and magnolia. In the summer, there is a cacti garden, many pollinating plants, and in the fall, the entire arboretum transforms into an autumn dream, which brings us to the on-site exploration where you will be able to see these fall colors. You will get to an area like this, which is the beginning of the Arboretum. I still cannot pronounce it. Welcome to Humber Arboretum. This place is absolutely gorgeous, especially in the fall and the spring, but because it's fall right now, you will see a lot of fall colors everywhere. Also, apologies for the wind. It is a very windy day today, as is characterized in the fall season. It is beautiful because it allows for more of the leaves to fall down, and it's great to see. I will show you all later. Our Humber Arboretum has around 250 acres of green space, so not too big so you don't get lost, but not also too small so that's like a small parklet where you don't have much to explore. There's so much things to explore over here. Something really cool is that many of the plants here actually have this tiny little label right in front of them, so you can actually see what it is and what the scientific name is, and you can actually identify it. So that really plays into their aim of education and more community engagement and really getting people to learn about these plants in this area and the biodiverse ecosystem that is here. There's so many interesting things you can do in this area that is not just sightseeing or, looking at the nature. If you want to gather with your friends, have a small get-together, a picnic or something, you could have it in one of these small gazebos behind me, which are great, especially when it's raining and it really adds to the ambiance, or in the grass if it is dry, and if you don't mind, some of the critters that might crawl up on you. I am half joking when I say that. I personally had a couple of picnics with one of my friends in this specific gazebo, and I love it because it does overlook one of the ponds, and the pond has so many little creatures such as red-eared slider turtles, which are a freshwater turtle species. They're so cute, and they're often found basking on the logs as well, but especially in the summertime. There's lotuses. Yes, there are lotuses in Canada, especially here, which is so cool to see. If you want to see little tadpoles, little frogs, and they are hiding around in the water. And if you come here at night and actually shine a flashlight at the pond, then you can see little crustaceans or little fishes just swimming around. It's really interesting. Welcome to the gazebo. Absolutely gorgeous. And if you look out here, it is a view of this beautiful lake. I don't know if you guys can see, but there are some mallard ducks right over there. Right beside of it, there is a smaller pond which actually has some fish in here right now, which was a surprise to see. I believe they're goldfish. Insider tip: if you go up this hill, which will be quite easy to spot, you can actually see one of the most beautiful sunsets you can find in the city because it points exactly west. And if you head on the path that goes away from Humber College, many of the trailways and pathways leading to this area, and you'll actually come closer to the ravine, which is the Humber River ravine, and the amount of trees you'll see will get much larger. It'll be much more wildlife, much less light actually, especially if you come at nighttime. Right now it is quite yellow, which is so beautiful to see because in some areas of this ravine and other ravines, there are a mix of colors, but just seeing yellow everywhere is really, really beautiful. Probably shouldn't be doing this with these clothes, but YOLO. And also it's too beautiful not to frolic in here. I haven't been here in about a month or so the last time I saw it, the fall season was just starting, so right now seeing it in full bloom, I broke it. I'm just so excited. Okay, I seriously need to figure out what this is. It's like a fairy wand. If trekking or hiking or biking is of interest to you in any way, then there's many trails from Humber Arboretum that leads to the Humber River and hence to most of the West End trails in Toronto. I've personally biked down the entire Humber River Trail many times. It's one of my favorite trails here in the city, and I do sometimes start or end here at this location. Because it's a great place to just get started and just to go down because it is at the westernmost point in the city. The trails are also mostly paved. This one is kind of with a lot of gravel, but they're mostly paved, so you won't really have much issue when you are walking or running or doing whatever sport you would wish to do. If you do come here, do be sure to not litter and leave no trace, as this is an active ecosystem and there are many flora and fauna that do depend on the cleanliness and the authenticity of this ecosystem to survive. So do use the litter bins that are provided at the Arbo, or just take what you leave and just take a lot of pictures and enjoy. I hope you enjoyed that little on-site exploration of Humber Arboretum and maybe are thinking of planning a little trip there as well. Thank you for joining us on Facts No Printer and see you next time. Bye!